Hello everyone! Welcome back sa aking YouTube channel. I am Teacher Sijey. So this is the second part of problems involving quadratic equations. Para sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood ng part 1 ng problems involving quadratic equations, ilalagay ko po yung link sa description. So mas magandang panoorin nyo muna yung part 1 para mas maintindihan nyo yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga problems. So let's continue dito na sa ating example number 3. The sum of the squares of two consecutive integers is 85. What are the integers? So, maghanap muna tayo ng mga keywords na pwede natin gamitin para sa pagre-represent ng problem na ito. So, ang sabi, sum. Ibig sabihin, ang operation na gagamitin natin ay addition. Next na keyword is the squares of two consecutive. Ibig sabihin, square daw ng dalawang magkasunod na integers or number na equal sa 85. So, our representation here is let x be the first integer, then x plus 1 is the next integer. Bakit naging x plus 1? Kasi ang sabi lang naman dito is yung dalawang number na magkasunod. So, wala namang sinabing even or odd consecutive integer. So, ang sabi lang is squares of two consecutive integers. Dalawang number na magkasunod. So, ano ang ating equation? This is our equation. X squared plus the square of x plus 1 equals 85. So, first, copy muna natin si x squared, and then, let's solve for the square of x plus 1. So, the square of x plus 1 is x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 85. So, since dahil meron tayong like terms, we need to combine it. Kailangan nating i-add yan. X squared plus x squared equals 2x squared. Plus 2x plus 1. Kinampi lang natin si 2x plus 1 dito. Equals 85. So, meron na tayong tinatawag na quadratic equation. So, ang kailangan natin gawin is to transform this equation to its standard form. Para matransform ito, kailangan natin i-transpose si 85 dito sa kabilang side. So, we have 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 85 equals 0. 1 minus 85 equals negative 84. So, we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 84 equals 0. Since si quadratic term, si linear term, and si constant term ay divisible by 2, so pwede natin siyang i-divide by 2. So, kapag dinivide natin by 2, ang kada term, we have x squared plus x minus 42 equals 0. Mas madali nating i-factor and mahanap yung mga roots ng ating quadratic equation. So, let's think of a number, two numbers that if we multiply, the answer is 42, and if we subtract, the answer is 1. So, those numbers are 7 and 6. So, we have x plus 7 times x minus 6 equals 0. After nyan, let's apply the zero product property na kung saan i-equate natin kada factor sa 0. So, we have x plus 7 equals 0, x minus 6 equals 0. So, let's solve for the linear equation. Let's transpose positive 7 sa kabilang side. So, meron tayong negative 7. Let's transpose negative 6 sa kabilang side. So, we have positive 6. So, meron na tayong nakuhang first integer. which is si negative 7 and si 6. So, para mahanap natin yung next integer, kailangan natin i-substitute yung nakuha natin first integer dito sa ating x plus 1. So, we have x plus 1 equals negative 6 because negative 7 plus 1 equals negative 6. I-apply din natin siya dito kay x equals 6. So, meron tayong, kung si x, isa-substitute natin kay 6, we have 6 plus 1 equals 7. So, our answer is, the two consecutive integers are 6 and 7, or negative 6 and negative 7. Let's have another example. Mang Efren is putting up a new rectangular lawn with an area of 100 meters squared. A 50-meter fence is used to enclose the lawn. What are the dimensions of the lawn? So let's have a representation with this problem. We have, if the perimeter is 50 meter, the sum of a length and a width is 25 meter. If we let x be the width, then 25 minus x is the length. So, paano natin nakuha dito si 25 minus x? So, ginamitan natin ang formula ng kanyang perimeter. Ano ba ang formula ng pagkuha ng perimeter ng isang rectangle? So, the perimeter is equals to 2 times length plus 2 times width. Since sabi, ang perimeter daw ay 50 meter, let's substitute dito sa ating formula. So, we have 50 equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Since each term in the side of the equation is divisible by 2, let's divide those terms by 2. So, ang mangyayari, 50 divided by 2 is equal to 25. 2 times length over 2 is equal to L plus 2 times width over 2 is equal to width. So, we have 25 equals length plus width. Since si width natin ay si x, so, ang kulang na lang ay si length. So, para makuha natin si length dito sa ating equation, kailangan nating i-transpose si width dito sa kabilang side. Para ang matitira dito ay si length. So, we have 25 minus width equals L. So, kaya nakuha natin si 25 minus x dito na sa representation ng ating length. So, ayan. Length equals 25 minus width. So, what is our equation? So, ang gagamitin nating equation is yung kanyang formula sa area, kung paano makuha ang area ng rectangle. So, we have A equals length times width. Substitute lang natin yung mga nakuha nating representation kanina. So, A is equal to 100 and L length is equal to 25 minus x and width is equal to x. So, we have 100 equals x times 25 minus x. So, ang una natin gagawin dito is to distribute x doon sa terms na nasa loob ng ating parenthesis. So, we have x times 25 equals 25x. X times negative x equals negative x squared. So, we have 100 equals 25x minus x squared. Next, kailangan natin gawin itong equation na to sa kanyang standard form. So, the standard form in this equation is x squared minus 25x plus 100 equals 0. So, ngayon, mag-iisip na naman tayo ng dalawang numbers na kung saan kapag pinag-multiply natin, ang sagot ay 100 And kapag pinag-plus natin, ang sagot ay 25. So, those number are 20 and 5. So, the factor of this equation is x minus 20 times x minus 5 equals 0. Then, i-apply na natin ang zero product property na kung saan kailangan natin i-equate yung mga factors sa 0. So, we have x minus 20 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. And then, solve for the linear factors. Kailangan natin i-transpose si negative 20 dito sa kabilang side. So, meron tayong x equals 20. Kailangan din natin i-transpose si negative 5 dito sa kabilang side. So, meron tayong positive 5. Since nakuha na natin ang ating width, dahil ang width natin ay si x, meron tayong 20 and 5. Kailangan lang natin i-substitute itong ating width para makuha natin si length. So, our answer here is, if x equals 20, then 25 minus x equals 5. Kasi si x, papalitan natin ng 20 yan. Magiging 25 minus 20 equals 5. Likewise, if x equals 5, then 25 minus 5 equals 20. Therefore, the dimensions of the loan are 5 meters and 20 meters. So, let's have a representation for this problem. Let x be the number of hours it takes the mason to do the job, and x plus 4 be the number of hours it takes the helper to do the job, because the mason's helper requires 4 hours. Okay, so 1 over x, part of the job done by the helper in 1 hour. So this is 1 hour, and then ito yung representation natin sa mason. And then 1 over x plus 4 dun sa part naman ng helper na magagawa niya in 1 hour. So, since the mason worked for 3 hours and the helper for 5 hours to complete the job, then the equation is 3 over x plus 5 over x plus 4 equals 1. So, let's solve this. Let's solve this equation. To solve this equation, kailangan natin kunin ang kanyang LCD, which is ang LCD po ng ating fraction ay x times x plus 4. So, we have x times x plus 4 divided by x is x plus 4 times 3. Okay? And then x times x plus 4 divided by x plus 4 is equal to x times 5. So, we have 5x. X times x plus 4 times 1 is equal to x times x plus 4. So, ito po iyon. We have 3 times x plus 4 plus 5x equals x times x plus 4. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin is we need to simplify this equation using the distributive property. I-distribute natin si 3 sa loob ng parenthesis, and i-distribute natin si x sa loob ng parenthesis dito. So, we have 3 times x is equal to 3x, and 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So, this is our answer, 3x plus 12 plus 5x, and then x times x equals x squared. X times 4 is equal to 4x. Now, we have a quadratic equation here. Let's transform this to its standard form. So, we have x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals 0. So, now, let's factor this quadratic equation. Kailangan natin i-transform ito sa kanyang mga factor. Let's think of a number that if we multiply, the answer is 12, and if we subtract, the answer is 4. So, ang ating pong factor dyan sa ating expression dito sa kabilang side ay x minus 6 times x plus 2 equals 0. So, ngayon, i-apply natin ang zero product property na kung saan kailangan natin i-equate kada factor sa 0. So, we have x minus 6 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0. And then, let's solve for the x. No? Kailangan natin i-transpose si negative 6 dito sa kabilang side. So, we have x equals 6. And then, x plus 2, transpose natin si positive 2 dito sa kabilang side. So, we have x equals negative 2. Since time ang ating pinag-uusapan dito sa ating example number 5, discarded na po itong ating negative 2 because we don't have any negative time, right? So, ngayon, nakuha na natin ang kay Mason, which is si x. Okay? X equals 6. So, ngayon, let's substitute this 6 doon sa formula ng ating doon sa helper, which is si x plus 4. So, we have x plus 4 equals 10. Kasi kapag sinubstitute natin si x, si 6 kay x, ang magiging sagot po ay 10. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. So, our answer here is the mason can do the job alone in 6 hours while the helper can do the same job in 10 hours. I hope you're learning!